Hi, everybody. My name is Phil Bolander, and my company's name is Seed and Lead. I wanted to jump on really quickly and share something with you in terms of what you might experience should you choose to work with me as a coach. So, what occurs to me is that I believe that leaders are developed. I believe that leaders are developed through lifelong learning. So that lifelong learning comes in the form of being coached. It comes in the form of education, formal and informal, and it comes in the form of attending training programs. Now those could be in the classroom or they could be webinars. And I think what's really important to share with you is that during my 35-year career, I had no fewer than 15 coaches that I worked with over those years, both in a professional and a personal capacity. Many of those coaches influenced me in very, very big ways in terms of developing my leadership model. And I'm really grateful to each and every one of them for the part that they played. Some of them were short-term and some of them were long-term, long-term being defined as long as 20 of the 35 years. So my point there is that when you work with me, what you have is the benefit of 35 years of experience as a lifelong learner and being supported by 15 coaches with all different kinds of experiences and support for me, both personally and professionally. And I think it's really important to understand that as I embark on this new company, Seed and Lead, that once again, when I start to reflect on the number of coaches that are supporting me and what I'm doing right now, I can count as many as 15 coaches that are working with me both professionally and personally. And most of these coaches are on a professional, personal, formal basis. So there's an investment that I'm making in myself and in the company to continue to make that transition from being a corporate citizen to being a business owner, specifically Seed and Lead, as I mentioned before. So I think it's really important to understand that when you work with me, what you have is the benefit of 35 years and now as many as 30, because some of the 15 are from the previous 15 and some of them are new. In fact, I would suggest to you that the mix is there are more new coaches that I'm working with than bringing forward coaches. And part of that is because some of the coaches that I'm working with now are globally recognized coaches around branding, strategy, marketing, sales, how to be a small business owner, how to be an entrepreneur, how to scale my business up. All these things that are actually new to somebody who spent 35 years in corporate positions. So I think it's really important to understand that what I stand for, literally, pun intended, is having a growth mindset, an open mind to learning. So what that requires is putting yourself continually in the situation of being open to learning from others. And so I humbly spend time with these people learning from them. And what's really important about it is I take all the information in, and what's critical about it is to make sure that I fillize it. I make it fill. So take all the information that they share with me and then make sure that what I'm sharing out is in integrity with me. It's in alignment with my values. So making sure that you know that when you work with me, you'll have somebody who has an open growth mindset. I believe that everyone can be developed. I believe that everyone can grow. And I think everyone can go beyond where they are now when they push themselves to learn more. The other thing is that the 35 years that I spent with coaches and now this investment that I'm making in coaches now and going forward is nothing short of transformational. So the inspired and motivated action as a result of working with them continues to transform me. And evidence of that is I'm doing this video. I'm doing this live stream right now to share with you sort of behind the scenes what's going on in making Phil Bolander who he is and how he shows up. And then the last thing is I'm keenly aware of the fact that there's an enormous population of coaches that are out there globally that are competing for attention. They're competing for clients. I mean, all of that stuff is going on. What I can tell you about that is two things. One, as I said to my mother this morning, I believe in musical chairs that allows for 6 people to walk into a room and find 6 chairs, and when the song stops, all 6 people have a chair to sit in. I know for some people that's radical. I know for some people they're thinking, whoa, but what do you learn from that? And what do you learn from that? Well, what you learn from that is that there is enough to go around, and it's not necessary to be so combative and competitive and aggressive and live in a world of win-lose. So that's my take on musical chairs. And so my distinction is, one, I believe that there's enough for everyone, and I come from a place of abundance and believing that everyone will find the person that they're going to work with in terms of their coaching and support. And so I think that's really important to understand. The other distinction is that when you look at my 35 years of experience and I as an individual being supported by as many as 30 more people, when you work with me, you're actually working with as many as 31 people. And that's really, really important, I think, to be able to have a well-rounded perspective and a well-rounded support for you and your growth. So I think it was really critical for me to do this morning. It came to me in my morning meditation, my morning quiet time, after I did my 32 minutes on the treadmill this morning. So I hope you got something out of this. And what I'll leave you with is I have tremendous gratitude for everything that you're doing in terms of supporting me and encouraging me. So I'll leave you with thank you and much gratitude to you. I hope that your day is nothing short of amazing.